What's up, YouTube? Sorry for the little delay. This is your daily dose of mental health. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the early stages of withdrawals, of generalized drug withdrawal. I know right now during this pandemic, there's a lot of people that are trying to get clean, or there's a lot of new people out there who have had more problems start. So before I go any further, please like and subscribe to the channel. Do what you gotta do. This is a no bullshit channel, as I've said. This is just all my thoughts, my experiences, mental health as well. I will as well cover specific different types of mental health disorders, not ones that I personally have, but what I've seen in the clinical field. I am an RN, so yeah. I will cover that, but also I have been and currently still in recovery and addict. I will always be in recovery. That's just my stance on it. So yeah. Okay, so here we go. So before I go any further, I just want to give a little update on my own story of recovery, and so we can try to relate it to yours in whatever way. So let's keep this in mind. Everyone's bottom is different. No, not going to the strip club and snorting coke off some girl's asshole. I'm not talking about that. Or dude's asshole. But maybe that was your bottom, literally. Doing that. I don't know. Maybe that was your bottom. Where you realized, I need to get my shit together. I know there's been some comedians who literally that was their bottom, was doing shit like that. But realistically, the bottom that I was in was, I realized, so let's go back a couple years. I was, before I started nursing school, and first off, I know people say, oh, you're still young, it couldn't have been that hard. Trust me, for anyone going through addiction, going through recovery, regardless of the age, it's hard as fuck. And for you finding this channel and even wanting to get sober, that's the first step that most people never even touch. They overdose and they die. That's the reality of it. I'm not gonna put it in any simpler terms than that. But a couple of years ago, I'll never forget, I had it was a trauma moment in mine. I mean, I smoked weed in high school and whatnot, but I'll never forget, I had a professor who and I don't know if this is what set it off, but I wasn't really good. I was always a people pleaser. And I'll never forget, I got called out one day by a professor to leave the class. And I was like, what's going on? And she thought I was being as well disrespectful in one way or another. And it wasn't even, someone was talking during a test, and it wasn't even me. And I felt it really messed with me because I failed the test. It messed with me. And that's kind of what brought my anxiety up to like 8 levels. It just shot up. Let me just put it that way. And that's when I was like, I don't know what to do. I need to get my anxiety under control. And I just kind of spiraled from there. Started smoking a lot more weed, which, come to find out, weed has its place where it can help, but it also can cause more anxiety. Got pills, and that's where I kind of started the whole pain pill thing, because that was the one thing that did kind of make me feel better. So I never got to the place where with my bottom I hit a place of like I was homeless. But keep in mind, and I've gotten crap for this before, people say then you haven't hit your bottom, you haven't hit your bottom. No, everyone's bottom is different. Their rock bottom is different. There's no other way around that. And let me just tell you this, if you have the idea that you haven't hit your rock bottom yet, but you have the idea of wanting to get clean, but you're like, oh, I can continue going until I hit my rock bottom. The purpose is if you feel you need to get clean, your rock bottom can be right, but it can be at a spot before you hit that point of being homeless. A lot of people get clean in that because they have no other choice. But let me tell you, you do have a choice. You have a choice if you do have a problem now, to where if you have a job, or if you lost your job and you still have some money, you can still get this turned around in the meantime before a serious rock bottom happens. And I'll just tell you right now, that's one of my main problems with AA or NA, is when I went, I was highly criticized by people saying, and I'm not even kidding you on this, for things that because I'm all into herbs as well, ashwagandha, kratom, and I got crap for that in AA and NA. I actually went to AA meetings because in AA, the people there, people were strung out there a lot of times. And don't get me wrong, I like the people there. I like for what they stand for. It works for some people, but for me, it just didn't. So I got I found a strong AA group in particular online, but the problem though was a lot of them are very critical, and I've been in some Facebook groups and stuff, and they're very critical, saying, no, you were really never in recovery because you never had a rock bottom experience of, as I said earlier, sniffing coke off some girl's ass or something. Experiences like that. And I know I use it, but I literally know somebody who that was their lowest of low. Or, I had to give someone to get a hit of crack, I had to suck a dick or something. It's like that you experience. A lot of people you have to have this like eye-opening experience of where there's no return, and it's like, look, that's not how it has to be. That's how you can perceive it will be, but the problem is, why would you want to get to that low? I will tell you this, I actually feel that your rock bottom can actually be, if you're having those feelings of wanting to quit and you're wanting to because you feel like it's affecting your life, that can be your rock bottom, and you can escape a lot of the problems that a lot of people have went through those really bad rock bottoms. And I guarantee you ask them later in life if they could have stopped before they hit their rock bottom. A lot of them would say I had to hit that rock bottom, but a good majority though as well would say if I could have done it beforehand, recognized it and just started, then I would have. Then they would have. So just realize, if you're wanting to get clean, it doesn't matter the age. It really, in my opinion, that's the glory of it all. You have the choice. It doesn't matter the age. Don't, just because you're younger and say, I've got all this time on my side, that's not what it means. If it's even with weed, if it's whatever substance, if it's even kratom, I take kratom because it helps me, but some people it can be addictive to. Whatever helps you be a productive member, how I consider a recovery. This is my own definition. I consider a recovery something that if it makes you contribute long term a positive way to a society, that is recovery. So I just want to let you know, if there's anyone out there, hit me up, comment. I've been getting there've been more people talking, but just hit me up, okay? Okay, that's all you have to do. Just hit me up, put a message down, don't be scared. We need to get this taken care of together. All of us. It's going to get worse. I'm just going to tell you now, because now that we're in we're going to be getting near post-COVID, it's going to be hard. There's no way around it. So let's get it together. Let's come together as a community, everyone, and let's just start getting clean and be the change. That's all there is, because there's a lot going on in this world, and this is going to be something that's starting to be hit really hard. Okay? I want to continue to push this channel. Let's keep it going. Let's be a better society, and let's get after it. And that's your daily dose of mental health today. Once again, I'm very new to YouTube. I'm still trying to, in a way, figure out what I wanted, like my niche. I know they talk about you need to be really specific and whatnot, but my niche is, it's just mental health. And mental health covers so many topics, and I've got a lot of experience in it, from drug recovery to being an RN to seeing a lot of people with serious mental health disorders. That's why. So, love you all. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Subscribe if you like it.